seeds are in, the pairings are out, 1A, 2A is in the book. It's a matter now of a sprint run to the finish for postseason in the regional. These two teams are looking to try to better themselves before the regional play starts because they are in the same regionals at Wayne City when the season comes to an end and the postseason begins.
Well, you know, it's a busy race to the finish and only a couple weeks left in the regular season. These two teams will both head to Wayne City. I believe Weber is the 4 seed. Woodlawn drew the 3 seed. So Weber will have Galatia in their first matchup. Woodlawn will have Edwards County, and then the winners go on to play the 1 and 2 seed. 1 seed being Christ-Our Rock Lutheran. Weber would get them if they're able to beat Galatia Thompsonville. And then Woodlawn would have Wayne City, the 2 seed, on a Wednesday night, I believe. And so you look at all these intriguing matchups that could come along here as the regionals progress. And then that Thursday night would be the regional championship between the winners of the 2 semifinals. So these two teams, not just regional bragging rights here tonight, but conference bragging rights and potential regional preview as well if things bounce the right way.
Yeah, 2 teams here tonight. Weber Township comes in 5th place, 6-15 overall, and 2-2 under Travis Pinkston. Of course, he's been a guest on the Saturday Sports Show. And a Weber Township team, Chris, that we've seen beginning of the year here in the middle of the Midland Trail Tournament and now here tonight. This team has improved all year and has gotten better, and Travis Pinkston has done a very good job with this team as this year's rolled along.
Well, they're becoming more fundamentally sound, and getting down those fundamentals is going to be key to any sort of long-term success, because once you get that, you start building and building and building. And what they've done is they've been able to improve at the little things, and those little things have evolved into big things, and we're getting ready to see some much bigger things out of the Weber Lady Trojans.
Bigger things coming up for the Lady Trojans, and then, of course, the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals coming in with a record of 10-10 on the year, 2-1 in the conference. They're in 4th place, a step above Weber Township, and these two teams only see each other one time. That is tonight. They may see each other at the regional if things work out, but don't play each other any other time of the year. So when these two teams get together once a year, it does make for an interesting battle, a little bit of bragging rights as far as the small schools are in Jefferson County.
Sure, it's west side versus east side in terms of Jefferson County, and this is a game where I hate to use the cliche, it's tired and it's old, but you can throw out the records when these two get together.
These two teams getting together here in about 5 minutes and 45 seconds. We'll step out for another break when we come back. We'll talk a little bit more in depth about these two teams and their upcoming schedules as we wind down their season here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Don't miss the final days of the huge winter cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Get 80% off Christmas and winter decor, 30 to 60% off clearance items, and 10 to 15% off everything else, including your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Broyhill, Lane, Sealy Bedding, the Paula Deen Collection, and loads of home decor, wall decor, ceramics, clocks, mirrors, and more. It's the huge winter cleanup at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
Change is good. Change is also easy with People's National Bank Switch Kit. Simply follow a few easy steps to discover what banking with a true community-focused bank is like. Hi, this is Star Reed with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Stop by and let me show you how easy it is to start banking with People's National Bank. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Sides Gymnasium at Woodlawn High School. It's the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder that will build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty and financing available, then Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061. for a free on-site estimate. Both teams warming up, both teams getting ready to go here, Chris. And we expect a very good game here tonight as these two teams haven't seen each other all year. Both teams looking to get off to a good start following the last third of their season, basically when the seeds come out.
Oh, exactly. And an atmosphere getting ready to develop here. Not a lot of people here at this point. The crowd will start to come in. Of course, these two teams are going to have to make their own excitement, but the music here has been pretty good thus far. We've had, like, the original Now That's What I Call Music combined with whatever the current version of Now That's What I Call Music in. And seems to be getting the girls warmed up, and this is going to have to be a game we talk about it time and time again. Have to create your own excitement. You have a regional rivalry here. You have a conference rivalry. And most importantly, you have a possible regional preview, as we said. Now, granted, a lot of chips would have to fall in the right place for that to happen, and I know Tri-Star Rock Lutheran and Wayne City would have something to say about it, let alone Edwards County and Glacier-Thompsonville are going to have something to say about that. But you come in here, you have Weber on one hand, who's much improved over the course of the past couple seasons. You have the Lady Cardinals who are struggling with depth issues, and it'll be interesting to see if either one of those become a factor here tonight.
It could be a factor as we get to this point in the season, Chris. It's one of those deals now where tired legs start to happen. You're starting into the last week of January. Next week, like January into February, with the last week of the regular season, actually next week, the sea legs start getting to you this time of year. If you've overran or overworked or too many games, too many practices, this is the time of year that it starts to show.
Well, and it does. But this is also the time of year where you learn how to dig even deeper and find that extra energy you may not have realized that you possess. We've seen a lot of teams come make or break this time of year, and we're down to the final third of the season. It's important to see where you stand before you head into that regional.
And that's where we will see where each of these two teams stand when this one is over, as they are coming to the sideline, to the respective benches, as both teams will get there at that point. The referees are here. Decent crowd on hand here tonight at Size Gymnasium. Both teams to the benches, and I most guess we'll do the national anthem first. We will wait. And there it is. We will do the national anthem, so we'll take a pause in the action and come back in the starting lineup. And the opening tip here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hey, this is Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches, located at 418 East Main Street, a half a block from the Benton High School. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 3. We provide custom screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, vehicle lettering, vehicle wraps. If you want it printed on, we probably do it.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. You're the big man, Big Dave, a call at All Stars and Stitches, 435-555-555.
By the way, what was that phone number again?
435-555-555.
Save some green with a free checking account from People's National Bank. A free checking account from People's National Bank comes with a free Visa check card, free online banking, free bill pay, and unlimited check writing. Save time, stamps, and the hassle with a free checking account from People's National Bank. Stop by either of our 2 locations in Mount Vernon today for details on how you can make your money bloom with a free checking account from People's National Bank.
People's National Bank, member FDIC, Visa check card and bill pay non-usage fees may apply.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Visit Jefferson County State Farm agent Scott Owens at 1810 Broadway in Mount Vernon for a free discount double check.
Discounts may vary state to state.
More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
People's National Bank is your starting lineup sponsor. Stop by People's National Bank and let them remind you what banking with a local family-owned bank is all about. Visit a branch near you or log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. People's National Bank member FDIC. Chris Hugo, let's go ahead and give us the starting lineup for this contest.
Yeah, it was first for the Weber Trojans, coached by Travis Kingston. They will have a 2-guard, 2-forward center set, so basically a traditional set here for Weber Township. At the backcourt tonight, they'll have number 21, Heather Riley, and number 33, Shelby Walker. Your forwards tonight in the front court will be number 24, Erica Marlowe, and number 30, Courtney Gervin. And your center, of course, is number 5, Sarah Ganaway. For the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals, of course, coached by Eric Helbig, they will go with 3 guards. Number 32, Leah Sutton, number 23, Alexa Katz, and number 22, Allison England. Your forwards will be number 11, Kinsey Verhines, and number 13, Elisa Hefner.
Those starting lines brought to you by People's National Bank. Have instant access to your account anytime, anywhere with online banking from People's National Bank. Log on to peoplesnationalbank.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Remember, scores that will be coming in, of course, with an early start tonight varsity-wise. Those scores will be coming in when they do. We're sponsored by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, dedicated to helping you get the right coverage with the discounts you deserve. Give Scott Owens a call at 242-3770.
Officially a broadcast.
Scott Owens is there.
Our friends from Heron have checked in.
Yeah, they've checked
with
in.
The termination notice.
Yeah.
That means we're ready to go.
That means we're officially ready to go for another busy week of basketball here at WMIX.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
Not this time of year.
Not this time of year. Weber will be in their road blue uniforms, trimmed in gold and white, while Woodlawn will be in their home whites, trimmed in red and blue. The Lady Cardinals win the opening tip. Verhines the Caps on the right wing. Dribbles back out to the top. The key picks up her dribble, tries to throw it to a cutting Sutton, and stolen away by Gervin. Gervin will get it up to Walker, and Weber will get it started on the offense. Gervin will bring it across the timeline. Woodlawn man-to-man. Gervin holds on the right wing. Holds the thing. Now throws the top of the key to Marlowe. Marlowe inside to Walker, tipped by Verhines, and that'll be Kinsey's first foul on the reach in. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Mount Vernon, and here in Woodlawn. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Weber on the inbounds gets it into Gervin off the flip pass, and it's good, and Weber Township takes the lead 2-0. This has the potential to be a very good ball game, very close ball game as well. Sutton to Verhines on the left wing, to England on the right wing. She'll dribble in. Now throw it back to Verhines at the left elbow. Kinsey will hold back to England, and she holds. They look for Caps and Sutton, but they're guarded. England struggles, has it stolen away by Gervin. Verhines recovers back to England, and the Caps in the corner. Around the screen, Caps passes to Kinsey Verhines. She comes down the lane, dishes to Hefner off the glass, and no good. Verhines with the rebound, shot up. No good because she traveled first with the basketball. Oops. Yeah, that'll happen. Can't have that going on, trying to get extra steps. Woodlawn will press. Remember, we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital, it's what health care should be. Sarah Ganaway holds the basketball. She had a good week in the Midland Trail Tournament back in the first week of January, which we covered all the games at Weber, Wayne City, and Woodlawn. Gervin has it tipped away, but she goes and retrieves it left wing. Top of the key pass to Walker. Walker comes down the lane, shoe untied, missed the layup. She tips her own rebound away, and it goes to England and Woodlawn. Stolen away, though, by Gervin, and we have a dead ball. Oh, wow. Weber Township had an opportunity for a breakaway, and they blew the whistle dead because one of the Weber Lady Trojans' shoes came untied.
That'll happen, too.
I think that's a play on, as we like to say. Travis Pinkston is in agreement with us. However it is, we'll tell you, your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Travis Pinkston is going to argue that Weber Township had the possession when the whistle blew. The officials, 2 of the 3, will discuss at the timeline. And now they change it over, and now Eric Kelbig's going to be upset.
This is a lose-lose situation. Yeah. First of all, you either have to catch it when it happens, or let it play on.
Well,
that's part of the issue here.
It was a shoestring getting untied, not somebody injured. So I think you just have to let the play go, and if she falls out of her shoe, she falls out of her shoe. And then you blow it dead, and you say Woodlawn kept it, then you change your mind, and Weber kept it. And I kind of agree with Eric Kelbig. He's got a right to be upset.
This is a no-win situation.
No.
It's basically what it is.
3 officials are going to learn not to blow a whistle on a shoe tie ever again. Walker gets the inbound from Marlowe. Now she'll reverse the top of the key to Riley to Gervin. Gervin on the dribble, 2-0 Weber Township with 6 minutes to go. England steals it away from Gervin, comes up with the basketball, traveled, no call. She got up off one knee. Sutton comes across the timeline, throws it to Kinsey Verhines on the right wing. Kinsey has it. She'll hold. Now dribble out back behind the top of the key to Caps. Caps with it to England. England throws it out to Verhines. Verhines on the right wing, England on the left wing. Weber Township man-to-man. At least it seems that way. But we dissect the defense a little closer. We have the old triangle and 2 going on. Verheins down the line, now throws it back out to England, top the key. She's going to shoot one that's blocked by Gervin, rebounded by Gonaway. Triangle and 2 out employed by Weber Township, the 2 on Caps and Sutton.
Saw a diamond and 1 for the first time in a long time the other day.
Yeah, you and I did that game.
Oh, really?
That's called the boxing one. Gervin with it. Right side to Riley. Riley will dribble back to the left, stolen away by England, gets it to Verheins. Verheins across the timeline. On the right side to the right wing, down to the right block. Bounces in, layup good by Kinsey Verheins. And Woodlawn gets on the board, tied at 2, and Travis Pinkston wants a timeout. Not happy with something.
That was Lana and I know. I think about that. The terminology was actually used.
Are you talking about the diamond and 1 press?
No. I'll explain off there.
Well,
my apologies. That wasn't us.
Yeah.
We've all worked with a lot of people in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I know. Diamond and 1 is a press.
Right.
Boxing 1 is a half-court defense.
Right.
Okay. Now we have that scheme out of the way.
No, it was just a reference, and it didn't work because we did not do that game together.
No, we didn't.
Now I remember that.
I did 3 or 4 games Saturday. You did 5, so you worked with 2 different people, so did I, but nobody cares, and we'll play here at the timeout by Weber Township. 2-2, Woodlawn and Weber Township tied at 2. High school girls basketball here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Weber Township, Gervin comes up the timeline, across to the left wing, picks up her dribble, throws it inside to Gonaway, and that's how she made her points at the Midland Trail Conference Tournament. She does there. Scores and a foul, and that is the second foul on Kinsey Verheins of Woodlawn. Nice play. Gonaway can play a little bit. She played very well at the Midland Trail Tournament. She'll be at the line to try to complete a 3-point play. And this would be a big win for Weber Township if they get on the road and win over at Woodlawn here tonight. Gonaway's free throw is up off the mark. Rebound Sutton. Sutton up to Caps behind the defense. Caps around Walker, scores and a foul. A little bit of what you can do, we can do better. And that's how Caps goes to the line and try to complete the 3-point play. She draws the foul on Shelby Walker, her first, team's first. Familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Brea, Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Caps makes the free throw. 3 points for the junior, and it's 5-4 Woodlawn by 1 as they press. Marlowe throws over the top to Gervin at the timeline, and Gervin to Gonaway at the top of the key, right side Riley. Her 15-footer's off the mark, Sutton on the rebound. Not what Travis Pinkston wanted. Caps flies down the right side, picks up her dribble. Holds and throws it to England, top of the key. Over to Verheins on the wing. She will hold and look over the defense. 1 dribble to England right side. England not looking for a shot here against the triangle and 2. Gervin's on the point of the triangle with Gonaway on the left block and Riley on the right block. Marlowe has Caps and Walker has Sutton. England has the basketball right side, throws it to Verheins, top of the key. Verheins will look and throw it to England on the left side. 4:24 to go in the first quarter. Woodlawn leads Weber Township 5-4. England from 15 is good. Allison England knocks down the mid-range jumper. 7-4 Woodlawn. Woodlawn will pressure Weber Township. Gervin gets it up to Walker up the left side. Has to pick up her dribble. Gets to Gervin between the circles. She'll launch a 3 for the tie. It's off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Caps. Caps gets the reach in from Gervin. First on Gervin, second on Weber. That foul was on Weber Township. 7-4 Woodlawn with 4:02 to go in the first quarter. And right now, the triangle 2 has Woodlawn a little bit out of sorts, Chris.
Yeah, it really does. And haven't seen a lot of that this year, but they're going to have to become accustomed to that with that lack of depth.
Well,
get used to.
Shot from left side by Caps is good. Alexa Caps has 5 in the game, and it's 9-4. Cardinals, Lady Cardinals by 5. Gervin gets the basketball in the inbound. We will have a Scott Owens State Farm Insurance scoreboard update momentarily. The NTC boys basketball tournament is going on starting tonight. Already one final in the book. From that, Riley down the lane, pull up from the free throw line, no good. Hefner on the rebound to Verheins. Verheins will get it up to Sutton into the front court. Sutton on the left side, pulls back the basketball, goes to Caps on the right side, over to England in the corner. Her shot is off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped around to England. England for the block, no good, and a foul. Heather Riley will pick up her first, team's third, and that'll send England back to the line on the second chance opportunity. Score from the NTC tournament. Cowden Herrick beats Brownstown 56-48 in the NTC tournament. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. If you're paying too much for auto insurance, give Scott Owens a call to get a free discount double check. 242-3770. Like their good neighbor, Scott Owens is there. England will get one more. She made the first. It is 10-4, and England misses the free throw. Rebounded to Gervin. Gervin will bring it across the timeline. Throw it right side to Walker. Walker dribbles in, now kicks it out right side to Gervin, left side to Marlowe. Thought about it, didn't take it. Woodlawn in his zone. Pass inside, got away. Stolen away by Kinsey Verhines. Verhines gets it to Sutton. Sutton will come and dribble across the timeline. She'll throw it left side to Verhines, now right side to England. England will throw it back to Verhines on the left wing. England from Verhines, back to Verhines to England. They play catch around the perimeter. Verhines at the left elbow, doesn't shoot. Back to England. She'll shoot a three-pointer. It's good. Allison England has 6 in the game. 13-4 Woodlawn. Nice to see the junior get hot, or sophomore get hot here a little bit. Ball inbound and stolen away by Verhines. And right now, Weber Township's kind of lost on offense, Chris. Kind of not playing at that rhythm of momentum.
Well, they started out with a little bit of momentum, started out pretty hot, but ever since Woodlawn was able to tie it up and then get back on top, a couple of fouls in, they've just kind of been a little lax offensively, and Woodlawn's picked up the pace defensively.
Marlowe to Gervin, and Gervin throws in the front court, stolen away by Hefner. Up to England at the free throw line. Allison to Verhines on the left wing. Sutton will dribble, now jump stop left side, gets to Verhines to Capps. Capps drives down the lane, loses it, tips it over to Hefner right side, back to Capps on the right wing. Capps throws it over to England. England will hold and look over the defense. 13-4, Woodlawn on top by 9 with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Verhines to Hefner. Hefner will throw back to Capps on the left wing. Capps to Sutton. Now she'll hold on the right side. Dribble, left elbow, now goes down to the left block. Gets it back to England. She'll launch another three. It's up and no good. Hefner on the rebound, puts it up and in. Hefner with the putback. That's the 4th Lady Cardinal to score in the game. And Travis Pinkston wants a timeout. His team trails 15-4. And in fact, Chris, since the 5:18 mark, only have 2 points, and that's about a 4-minute clock play.
Well, and kind of baffled at this point because they started off with all kinds of momentum on their side, Danny, as you saw. And then once, like I said, Woodlawn caught up, and Woodlawn started to pick up the pace defensively. Things just kind of started to fall apart offensively. But however, down but not out at this point. A minute 24 left to go in the quarter, just down 11. And if you can kind of work what you had going, and not, if you'll notice, the past few shots have been from mid-range or deeper. If they can try to work it back down low and get the looks that they had in the first place and not be so impatient with the shot, you have to like their chances to maybe spark a little bit of a run here late in the first.
Yeah, Travis Pinkston called another timeout. Called one at the 5:18 mark, and the team was down 2, or actually the game was tied 2. That was after a Woodlawn basket. Then Woodlawn, since that timeout, has outscored Weber 13-2. Some on turnovers, some just on half-court offense. Travis Pinkston will get his players back on the floor. 1:24 to go in the first quarter. Woodlawn leads Weber Township 15-4 here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. You can follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports or go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. Lots of free information in both places. Ball was tipped out of bounds by Woodlawn, and Weber will redo it again. Marlowe will have to trigger. Marlowe will have a corner kick, as Chris Hugo likes to say. Hill on the kick, throws it into Gonaway. Gonaway guarded by Sutton, back to Marlowe. Tips Sutton. Walker recovers. Walker dribbles, and a foul on Sutton on the reach-in. And Chris, with the lack of depth Woodlawn has, Sutton can't be reaching on plays like that. She doesn't have to be.
No, you can't. And, I mean, you have them very deep in the backcourt, and they're not really taking care of the basketball at this point. You might have forced a turnover without that type of reaching in. However, now you allow them another opportunity to try to make something happen.
Marlowe threw the ball in, and Walker was going down the floor. Problem was, Marlowe threw it at the Weber bench, and it goes out of bounds, so Woodlawn will get it on the turnover. 1:18 to go. Woodlawn leads 15-4. Sutton will trigger. Right side, Capps, 3. Nope, short. Rebound, Hefner. Battled. Verhines on the recovery. Up and good. Kinsey Verhines with 4 in the quarter, and it's 17-4. And boy, what we thought was a close game has gotten ugly here early. Marlowe triggers it in, throws it away. Capps has the steal on the left side. To have Verhines on the left block, back to Capps. Here comes a 3 on the way. It's good. 20-4, Woodlawn on top. Caps has, 8 by my count in the quarter. 49 seconds to go. Woodlawn leads 20-4. Marlowe can't find anybody. Throws it into Gonaway. Gonaway has to dribble to the corner. They're all over her. Caps and Verheyen. Gonaway to Marlowe, up to Walker. Walker will have to bring it up as Woodlawn drops back up 16 with 34 seconds to go in the first quarter. Gervin comes to the right side, throws it left side now to Marlowe. Marlowe holds it back to Gervin between the circles with 25 seconds to go. Gervin throws it to Gonaway at the free throw line. Her 15-footer short. Riley on the rebound, shot blocked by Hefner, but it is going to be a foul on Hefner. That'll be her first, team's fourth. While they get ready to shoot 2 free throws, we have crossed past the bottom of the hour. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase.
This is 50,000 watts of the award-winning Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a Withers Broadcasting superstation.
Riley makes the first of 2 free throws, cuts the lead to 20-5, Woodlawn over Weber Township. Here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Riley misses that one. Verheien's on the rebound to Sutton with 15 seconds across the timeline. Sutton to the right wing, left side to Verheyen. Verheyen holds, now takes a couple dribbles with 10. To Sutton, out by the volleyball line with 7, with 6, with 5. Now she'll go on a dribble 3 to the left side. Sutton has to get a shot off, doesn't realize it. Caps for a 3. It's going to be no good. We're at the end of the first quarter. Woodlawn 20. Weber Township 5. Back for the second quarter here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
On November 5th, Community First Bank and the First State Bank of Dix officially partnered to better serve our customers and our community. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. We welcome all our new friends to the Community First family. And I'd like to personally invite you to call, log in, or drop by any of our 5 locations to learn more about Jefferson County's only true, locally owned community bank.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
20-5, Woodlawn leads Weber Township at the end of 1 here at Sides Gymnasium on the campus of Woodlawn High School as Kenny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo alongside the Woodlawn Cardinals with this big lead in this game. Started the second quarter. That ball kicked, no call. Ball go out of bounds. And Chris, Woodlawn struggled early, but boy, they kicked him in gear when that pressure came on and started to turn Weber over and get extra points.
Well, they did, and the key to it was that they were able to capitalize off of their chances. And Woodlawn shot 8 of 15 from the floor there in the first quarter compared to just 2 of 8, 25% for the Trojans.
Weber has the basketball back, stolen away. Here comes Caps running the other way. Off to a big start. Gervin fouls Caps and scores.
And that's going to be her 10th points in the ballgame, Danny. That is key right there. She has been all over the place defensively for the Lady Cardinals, sparking those opportunities off of the defensive end, coming back and then capitalizing again, yet offensively, as she gets herself to the line for an and one.
And Caps back there again. She had an and one earlier on, and she's going to have an opportunity for another one. Her free throw's up and in. Wow. She's off to another start. Last time we were here, she had a fantastic game.
Well, between old and new school now, she has 3 threes.
23-5. Woodlawn by 18. Woodlawn pressures. Walker goes to the floor. Jump ball coming, and Woodlawn will get it on the turnover. Woodlawn has turned up the heat defensively. All they're doing is denying on the inbound, looking for steals.
Well, they found a weakness, and they become predatory on it now. And since they're able to do that, they're able to attack, and they're able to create these opportunities, and that's just going to be the key of the rest of the game.
Travel on Kenzie Verheyen there. They had, as what Chris was saying, they kind of smell that proverbial blood in the water. As
it's Sharks and Jets. The Sharks are fighting.
Yes, it is. The Sharks are having an attack right now with the Piranhas. Marlowe inbounds to Walker. She'll come up the right side with looking back. Walker passes to Riley. Tipped away by England out of bounds. It'll be Weber Township basketball. With 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Ina, and here in Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Caps on the steal off the inbound. Caps comes the other way. Crossover dribble on Walker to the right elbow. Picks up her dribble. She lost it. Threw it in to Caps, or to Sutton. And Luking found the basketball for tip and scored. Cassandra Luking.
That was just sloppy from start to finish. Yeah. It was sloppy here on the left elbow in the back court, but once Caps was able to get across the timeline, lost her dribble, and now she gets another turnover before I can finish my point.
Caps the Verhines off the score and in. Timeout, Travis Pinkston. Chris Hugo, feel free to go through that point again that you brought up.
Well, what happened was in the backcourt, Caps was able to force yet another turnover, got the steal, came around, lost her dribble, was able to maintain it across the timeline, but once she got to the right elbow, lost it again, wisely knew what she had done, picked it up, tried to throw it inside to Ms. Sutton, but what happened was, right there was Heather Riley ready to intercept it. Unfortunately, she threw it right back to Cassandra Luking, knew where she was in the paint, was able to knock it home off the window.
One thing to remember with 7:01 to go in the first half, Weber Township has used 3 of their 5 timeouts. That might be an issue as we go along here in this ball game if this game gets close again. Remember, we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is done. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. I see Sam Root makes a trip over here from Weber.
Athletic director, of course, Weber Township High School.
Mm-hmm.
Girls coach at one time at Charleston, I believe.
Yep, boys coach at Weber before moving directly into the AD spot full time. Halftime in Atwood, it's Irrigordo 30, Hume Shiloh 18.
Is that where Shiloh is?
Yeah.
Is it Atwood?
I believe it's Atwood.
I did not know that.
Score. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. If you're paying more for your insurance than you think you should be, call Scott Owens for a free discount double check, 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there. Weber Township trying to get across the timeline. And Weber gets it almost to the timeline, and then they're fouled by Woodlawn. And that foul is on Alexa Caps. That's her first. If there's anything Woodlawn has not done well tonight, it's defense, because they have been called for a lot of reaching fouls.
That's actually going to go against Sutton.
Really? I saw. Well, I read his fingers coming the other way. So that's 2 on Sutton. So 2 on Sutton, 2 on Verheyen. He held it up at the 23 where I could visually see it.
Right.
Looked at it wrong. Stolen away by Verheyen. Skips away Gervin. Verheyen steals it. Comes across the timeline. Up the left side. Kinsey still dribbling inside to Sutton. Not off her feet.
That was off her right foot out of bounds. That should be Weber basketball.
It was. That's why I said off her foot. Prelude to jumping ahead of myself. Caps triggers on the inbounds, and Verheyen's on the left wing. 27-5. Woodlawn up with 6.5 to go in the first half. Caps will launch a 3. Rattles in and out. Caps is fouled. Walker boxing out a little too stiffly. And Caps will go line and shoot 3. How about this? She's had a 3-pointer, a 3-point play. Now she could have 3.
She's going for the 3-point hat trick.
Yes. Hat trick. How about the Blues? Holy cow.
Blues and Wings. Blues going to try to be on top of the conference for the second time this year.
Yeah.
They were on top briefly after they beat the Hawks, and then going to try to do it again after they hopefully beat the Red Wings tonight.
The key will be, first free throw miss, so much for our hope.
How close that?
The key for the Blues is, as long as that season is, we're only in January, you have to keep it going another 3 or 4 months.
Right. Well, I'm trying to win some ball games by more than just 1-0, and they finally won a shootout a couple of weeks ago, and that I think that gave them a little bit of momentum again. It's finding new ways to win these games, and once you do that, you're usually golden.
Caps missed 1 out of 2. Are you kidding me? 28-5. Woodlawn by 23. We say that. I say that anyway, because she's usually pretty dead on at the free throw line. With it on the right side is Melina Lonnie, who has checked in. Lonnie gets it back to Walker. Walker to Lonnie on the right wing. Couple dribbles. England came out at her, and Lonnie has to give it back to Walker. To Gonaway in the paint, to Gervin in the right corner. Shot fake around Verheyen to the block. Tried to go to Gonaway. Ball hits the floor. Luking had it taken away. Luking had that ball, and I'm telling you right now, she's a softball player, hard-nosed softball player. She is not going to put up with anybody in there. She actually took that ball away. Quick whistle. 2-3 zone inbounds, defense by Woodlawn. Weber out of a box set. Marlowe throws it to Gervin in the paint. Shot good in the foul. Luking got caught looking around. Luking picks up her first, and Gervin has an opportunity to complete a 3-point play.
Well, she had a good move earlier. She sidestepped the defender on the way to the baseline going right. Unfortunately, just tried to throw the pass back into the paint instead of going with it for herself. She probably would have drawn the foul and got herself the line to shoot, too, but it works out now. She's the line for an and 1.
5:49 to go in the first half. Weber trails Woodlawn 28-7. Here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, Sutton across the timeline on the dribble. Goes left side to England. England will come around as Weber goes man-to-man. 5-on-5 they do this time. They're out of the triangle in 2. Caps to the elbow, dribbles out top of the key. Holds now left side to Sutton. Off the curl, the shuffle cut. Up shot, no good. Rebound Sutton in the right corner. Leah will dribble back out. Throws it to Caps underneath. Up and no good in the foul. That is on Walker. That will be 3 on Walker. 6 on Weber Township. Courtney Cash will have to come in, and Caps back to the line to shoot 2. Got a feeling Alexa will make both here. First one up and in.
Bailed you out there.
Hey, it's not how, it's how many. What I heard. Out is Walker. In is Cash. Out is Lonnie. In is Riley. So for Weber, it's Gonaway, Riley, Marlowe, Gervin, and Cash. It's Sutton, Hefner, Caps, Luking, and England for the Cardinals. As I predicted, Caps made them both 30-7. Thank you, Alexa, for making me look good. That prediction. 30-7. Woodlawn by 23 with 5:20 to go in the first half. Gervin at the top of the key, inside Gonaway off her feet. Here comes England on the field. England has Caps. Couldn't get it to her. England pulls up on the left side to Caps on the left wing. Comes around an England screen. Caps now back to England on the left wing. She'll shoot a 2-pointer. Foot was on the line. Oh, they gave her a 3.
Really?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
Yeah. If I'm Bill Belichick, the hoodie sweatshirt throwing that red flag right there. 33-7. Woodlawn by 26. Gonaway in the paint. Right side Marlowe. Marlowe to Gervin, top of the key. She steps into the free throw line. It's gone away. Paint shot, no good over Hefner. Good defense by Hefner. Luking on the rebound, and Sutton to Caps up the right side. Caps has to pull up the dribble down to Sutton. She comes down the left side, kicks out Hefner on the left wing. She gets it to Caps. Caps to curling Sutton down the paint. She goes, dispatch Luking. Luking has to catch it. Shot no good. Hefner chases it down the left corner. Hefner was held as she went for the basketball. Gonaway picked up her first. That's the team's 7th. And Hefner on the 1-on-1 will go line and shoot the 1-on-1. As that's the 17th foul on the Lady Trojans.
Interestingly enough, we'll play on.
I mean,
after the free throw.
It was an interesting play. Gonaway and Hefner were going for the basketball in the left corner, and it looked to me like it was kind of a mutual hand-to-hand combat fight to stay away from the ball. Hefner makes the first, she'll get one more. Really didn't seem much of a foul either way, or either player gaining an advantage.
I thought that was going to be a team rebound for Weber. So I was going to go out of bounds in the corner, and we're going to, see him.
I didn't see anything merited enough for a foul, but of course I've missed 2 other calls already tonight. Hefner shoots the second one short, front of the iron, hits the floor. Gonaway on the rebound for Weber and gets it to Gervin.
Gonaway did everything right on that rebound, too. She boxed out. She had the butt back. Was able to get the easy board.
Gervin top of the key, inside to Gonaway. Gonaway back to Gervin, left wing pass to Cash. Cash will shoot. Nice. Money in the bank. 2-pointer in for Cash.
Just a 2, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see the line. Yep. That's a shame. That's a good shot.
A while ago, he stood on the line and got a 3. Anyway, more to go in the first half, 34-9. Remember to stay tuned for the Midland College halftime show. Scoring and stats from this game, maybe a couple updates of scores from around the area and state that we're keeping an eyeball on a Monday night. Caps on the right wing, dribbles to between the circles. Now comes down left side to Hefner. Hefner to Caps. She'll hold out behind the wing. Caps to Sutton. Sutton will throw it to Hefner on the left wing. Hefner to a cutting England down the lane. Shot Gervin blocked. Rebound by Riley. Riley to Gonaway. Farrell will bring it into the front court. Picks up her dribble to Gervin behind the volleyball line. Dribbles into the top of the key. Right block pass Riley. Has to retrieve it in the right corner. Skip pass across the Cash. Her 15-footer left wing is good.
Nice.
Courtney Cash has 4 points. 34-11. Woodlawn up by 23. She's hot. She is firing a hot hand here tonight.
Actually, this NBA Jam should just be heating up.
Heat check next time down the floor maybe. Sutton to Luking back to the right corner to Caps. Caps guarded by Riley. Caps will take the dribble back to the right wing. Comes around the free throw lane. Her running jumper off the iron. No good. Rebound Luking. Shot blocked by Gervin. Rebound by Marlowe.
Nice nonchalant rebound there.
Oh, yeah. Gervin stops at the volleyball line in front court. Into Gonaway to Cash. To Gervin, top of the key. Bounce pass right side Marlowe. Inside to Riley. Riley has to turn and pass out front. Caps miss the steal. Gervin to Cash. Inside Gonaway. Spin move. Shot good to foul.
Nicely done.
Good ball movement.
Yeah, good ball movement. Able to put together a play. Almost lost it down off the right baseline. We're able to kick it back out. Gervin was able to work it back around and then found the open woman who happened to be Sarah Gonaway down low. She had a good turnaround look. Got it out the window. Now can get an and one and make this one a little bit closer.
Gonaway has 4. That foul was on Luking. Her second. She joins Verhines with 2 for Woodlawn. Shelby Walker has 3, and Gervin has 2 fouls, as we talk about, for Weber.
Good to see the Weber offense come back to life.
It is. Conaway at the free throw line, try to complete this three-point play. Everybody hushes in the audience. The shot is good. Conaway has 5 now, and it is 34-14. Woodlawn by 20. 2.5 to go in the first half. Sutton across the timeline. We'll throw it left side to Caps. Caps will come off a small screen. Caps shot, no good. Rebounded by Marlowe. Marlowe with it to Gervin. Gervin will come across the timeline. Bounce pass inside Conaway on the block. Double team back to Gervin. Top of the key. Right to Marlowe. Right side. Marlowe throws it back to Gervin. Over to Cash on the left wing. Back to Gervin. Top of the key. Right side Marlowe. Marlowe skip pass across the Cash. Back to Gervin. They run through that set again. There's Riley at the right elbow. Shot up is good. Heather Riley knocks down her first field goal. She has 3 in a game. It's 34-16. Woodlawn by 18 with 1:50 to go in the first half. Sutton will come across the timeline. Throw it left side to Caps. Caps will hold, now look, over in the corner, left corner to Kinsey Verheim. Kinsey dribbles back out to Hefner, top of the key, now right side to Sutton. Sutton to a cutting Caps. Now throws it back to Sutton. Sutton with it into Verheim, now right outside to England. England will dribble into the paint. Now she'll throw it to Caps. Caps around a small screen by England. Caps down the lane, full fall-away jumper, good. Caps took contact, fell away, and scored. It's 36-16, Woodlawn by 20. 1:15 to go in the first half.
One of the things I love about this Woodlawn offense is there's more cuts and curls in the cosmetology program.
Nice. Pass from Gervin to Conaway at the free throw line. That pass is tied up. England and Conaway. Woodlawn has the possession here. They'll go to the Lady Cardinals. 1:05 to go in the first half. Woodlawn leads 36-16 in this Midland Trail Conference game. Sutton left side to Caps. Sounds like a sponsor to me. Caps within the left corner to Verheim.
Actually.
Yeah. Verheim to Hefner, deep left wing. She'll throw it across. Sutton on the right wing. 45 seconds to go. England in the right corner goes baseline. Cut off by Cash. Back to Sutton on the right wing. Sutton to Verheim's top of the key. Verheim to England on the right wing. Goes, now will fake me out. Now she'll throw it to Hefner, top of the key to Caps for 30 seconds. Woodlawn should go for the final shot. Verheim, Sutton deep left wing. Sutton will dribble over once to the left and holds above her head. Now throws the top of the key. Hefner with 20 seconds. To Caps to Verheim at the top of the key. Now to England on the right wing. Thought about the 3, didn't, with 12. England to Verheim's top of the key with 10. Verheim to Sutton. Sutton on the dribble with 7. Throws it to Hefner with 5. Over to Verheim with 4. To Caps with 3. Caps down the lane, tipped it away. And that's a reach-in foul on Weber Township. So with 4/10 of a second left, Alexa Caps will go to the line, and that is the 3rd foul on Courtney Gervin.
We'll look forward to that for Weber Township. She may not have a lot of points, but she is somebody that can provide you a nice physical presence defensively and also provide a nice outlet up top.
Caps shot good. Should get one more. 37-16. Woodlawn by 21. Caps at the free throw line for Woodlawn for one more. Her second free throw up and in. Caps will get the lead to 38-16. Weber won't be able to get a shot off. 16 minutes in the book in this MTC game here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. It's the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals 38, the Weber Township Lady Trojans 16. After this break, we'll come back with the Rend Lake College halftime show here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Jeep dealer at King City Chrysler Center. On the road or on the trail, you are always at home. The 2012 Jeep Patriot Spirit makes life an incredible journey. The Patriot displays perfect manners in the city and legendary capability on the trail, no matter the weather. Your travel is enhanced with excellent efficiency, up to 31 miles per gallon on the highway, delivering value with every incredible ride. The Jeep Patriot, great value in a small SUV, with MSRP starting at only $22,815. Right now, we have an excellent inventory of Patriots at King City Chrysler, ready for immediate delivery. Come see us and let's talk about the 2012 Jeep Patriot at King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where you can count on us.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital.
Are you dog tired of hunting for the right bank? People's National Bank is positive we have all the banking services you're searching for. You will be sitting pretty when you hear about all of the convenient services People's National Bank has to offer. Looking for a place to bury your bone? We have safety deposit boxes too. Stop by 413 South 34th Street or 522 Main Street in Mount Vernon to start banking with the best bank in Jefferson County. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing
Long
lender.
hours, inconsistent schedules, minimum wage, or a salary that barely keeps you above the poverty line. All you need is a better opportunity. Ren Lake College has your opportunity. The healthcare field continues to grow, and RLC can put you on the path to a great career. Openings are available in 5 healthcare programs: health information technology, medical laboratory technology, occupational therapy assistant, surgical technology, and veterinary technology. These 5 programs are offered through the Southern Illinois Collegiate Common Market, with general courses offered at Ren Lake College and core courses offered at the SICCM facilities in Heron. Your fast track to a great opportunity starts here. You better hurry. Applications are due by March 1st. Why wait for a great opportunity? Find out more about these programs at rlc.edu. Ren Lake College has been the vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. rlc.edu. This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Ren Lake College Halftime Show starts now.
Welcome back to Sides Gymnasium on the campus of Woodlawn High School. It's the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. High school girls basketball as the Woodlawn Cardinals lead the Weber Township Lady Trojans 38-16. This is the Ren Lake College Halftime Show, where Ren Lake College has been the vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Students can choose from more than 100 degree and certificate programs, save thousands of dollars at Ren Lake College, and get to work. Ren Lake College, it's time. Woodlawn leads Weber Township 38-16. We're going to take a break, come back with scoring and stats from the first half of this one. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Don't miss the final days of the huge winter cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Get 80% off Christmas and winter decor, 30 to 60% off clearance items, and 10 to 15% off everything else, including your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Broyhill, Lane, Sealy Bedding, the Paula Deen Collection, and loads of home decor, wall decor, ceramics, clocks, mirrors, and more. It's the huge winter cleanup at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Sides Gymnasium on the campus of Woodlawn High School. Halftime score. Woodlawn Lady Cardinals 38. Weber Township Lady Trojans 16. This is the Ren Lake College Halftime Show. Ren Lake College has over 100 green certificate programs to choose from. It's been your vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Ren Lake College, it's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. I'm Denny Czerwinski, Chris Hugo alongside. Chris, a very interesting first half. First 2 or 3 minutes, very close, back and forth. Both teams filling each other out. Woodlawn went to the press, was able to force some turnovers, get some easy baskets, run up and down the floor, and got a big lead here by 22 at the half.
Well, they did, and they started to let the lead slip away. Not to the point of any danger there in the second quarter, but Weber was able to control the ball a lot better. They didn't have a turnover for about the final 3 minutes and shot very well there in the second quarter. We'll take a look at both teams' stats here quickly. Looking first at the Woodlawn Cardinals, they were 10 of 21 in the first half from the inside, 48%.
I didn't write it. You wrote it.
Yeah, I scribbled some. 3 of 7 from the outside for 43% from the floor. They were 13 of 28 for 46%. Free throws were a little bit better, 8 of 13 for 62%. For the Lady Trojans, they were 7 of 13 after going 2 of 7 in the first quarter, 5 of 6 in the second from the inside, 54%. 0 of 1 from three-point land. They are 7 of 14 from the floor for 50%. Shooting 40% from the free throw line as they are 2 of 5. Rebounding edge belongs to the Lady Cardinals, 13 to 7. 7 defensive boards, 6 on the offensive glass for the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. For Weber, they have 6 defensive boards, and one of those is an offensive putback. Turnover disadvantage belongs to Weber Township, 11 to 3. Taking a look now at your individual scores, they are led by Sarah Gonaways, 5 points, 4 points apiece from Courtney Cash and Courtney Gervin, and 3 from Heather Riley give them a total of 16 here at the break. Now for your Woodlawn Lady Cardinals, they have 1 in double digits. They're led by Alexa Capps, who has a game-high 20, 9 points from Allison England, 4 points from Kinsey Verheyen, 3 points from Elisa Hefner, and 2 from Cassandra Luking, give them a total of 38 points. It makes our halftime score the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals 38, the Weber Trojans 16.
And in this game, Chris, you could tell, once Woodlawn got the pace of the game up and down, Weber Township seemed very slow out of the gate on both sides of the floor, trying to get down the floor, and seemed to really not get into the ball game after the first couple minutes, kind of lost their momentum.
Well, early on, they were able to get some points down low in the post, and then were able to defend pretty well around the perimeter, keeping the Lady Cardinals shots at a minimum. However, once the Lady Cardinals were able to establish themselves on the inside, it really kind of changed the complexity of this game and changed the advantage back to the Lady Cardinals as they were able to break press. They were able to do whatever they needed to do to get that ball down low or work a perimeter shot in to kind of keep the offense kind of just floating along nicely and able to keep that Weber defense at bay and forcing turnovers along the way defensively that led to Woodlawn points. However, at about maybe the 4-minute mark of that second quarter, something clicked with Weber where they stopped turning the ball over. They were able to work the ball around, had better ball movement, and were able to be a little bit more selective with their shots. And that led to 4 bench points for Courtney Cash, and then led to working the ball down low to the likes of Sarah Gonaways and Courtney Gervin. And then Heather Riley even knocked down an elbow jumper. So when they found that ball movement, they started to find some more points. Just ran out of time in that first half.
With the score 38-16, this has been the Red Lake College Halftime Show. They can save you thousands of dollars on your education. Visit your virtual counselor at roc.edu to see which of the more than 100 degree certificate programs is right for you, Red Lake College. It's time. We'll step out for a break and come back with the second half here from Woodlawn High School. It's Woodlawn 38, Weber Township 16, here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. We'd like to welcome the newest member of the Community First family, Debbie Bartolomucci.
I'm very excited to join Community First. I look forward to continue serving all my existing accounts and making new friends as well.
To learn more, stop by and see us today at any of our 5 Jefferson County locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Visit Jefferson County State Farm agent Scott Owens at 1810 Broadway in Mount Vernon for a free discount double check.
Discounts may vary state to state.
Streaming worldwide on MyWithersRadio.com. This is 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Weber will have the basketball to begin the second half. Inbound in the right corner to Walker. Her 3 on the way is no good off the mark. Marlowe has it tipped away by Kinsey Verheyen out of bounds and blowing back to Weber Township. With 5 Jefferson County branches, responsive quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Weber has the basketball. Walker on the right wing. Goes in the corner to Riley. Now Riley skip pass across to Marlowe. Marlowe to Walker. Walker holds against the 2-3 zone by the Lady Cardinals. Into Gonaways in the paint. Now right side Riley. Her shot from 10, no good. Ball hits the floor. Hefner has the rebound for the Lady Cardinals. She gets to Verheyen. She gets it to Cass. Woodlawn leads 38-16, just starting the third quarter here in Woodlawn. Sutton over to Cass on the right wing. Cass will hold and direct traffic here against this defense. Inside pick and roll, Cass to Verheyen. Her shot blocked, rebounded by Riley of Weber Township. Riley gets it to Gervin. Gervin will bring it across the timeline.
The Trojan defense was able to force Kinsey Verhines on the shot. She had already committed, had to go with it. Wasn't a good look. Didn't get the foul call. And great play by Weber defensively.
Gervin throws the left side to Walker. Walker dribbles into the paint. Now kicks it out right wing to Marlowe. Her shot up and in. Erica Marlowe gets her first points of the game, and it's 38-18, Woodlawn by 20. Remember, we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. England comes down the lane. Now that's a reach-in foul on Weber. Should be on the floor. See what the official calls. It's on number 21, Heather Riley, her second, team's first. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports, as well as go to our Facebook page, WMIX Sports. Lots of information in both sites, updates on scoring in this game and many others going on. Caps for a three on the inbounds is good.
Made it look easy off the double screen left wing and got the easy tray.
Ron Reed on the right wing coming back up again, isn't it?
Leave me alone.
Okay.
Ron Reed, right wing.
No, on the right wing.
Ron Reed on the right wing.
Thought about it.
Get off me. Yes, I did. Shush.
Conaway with the basket and a foul.
A lot to say there.
Might have people to help you with that issue.
I know.
And that foul is on number 13, Alyssa Hefner, her second, team's first of the half.
Fast talker.
41-20. As Weber has a 21-point deficit they have to erase. That's a laugh. Conaway with the free throw. Her free throw is up and in. Conaway completes the three-point play. She has 8. And it's 41-21 with 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Right side with it to Caps. Caps between the circle throws to England on the left side. Volunteer help already coming in.
Ron Reed on the right wing. Get off me.
Seacells on the seashore, as they say, too. England to the left block. Back out to Caps. Sutton. Caps now dribbles down the lane. Jump stop, loses it out of bounds. We've crossed past the top of the hour. We need to pause for station identification on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. That pause is over. Walker throws it right side to Riley. Back to Walker. Comes down the lane. Walker running one-hander. Good. Shelby Walker gets her first point of the game, and it's 41-23 Woodlawn by 18. Here comes Sutton across the timeline. On the right side. Throws it left to Caps. She'll hold on the wing. Caps back out to Verhines, top the key. He throws right side to Sutton. Sutton for the running 10-footer. No good. Rebounded to the floor. Marlowe had it and has it, and it's a jump ball. That will go back to Woodlawn. That's a quick jump ball. England tied up Marlowe very quickly, second or two, and Woodlawn will get the possession arrow. England to trigger the inbound. Off the box set. Throws it left block to Verhines. Shot no good. Rebound Riley for Weber, out to Gervin. Weber's got a chance to get this to 16 or 15 here. Gervin throws it ahead. It gets tipped off the backboard and stolen away by England. She comes the other way on the right side. She gives it to Caps out by the Cardinal logo. Caps comes back across, throws it left side to Kinsey Verhines. Verhines goes paint, now kicks it back out to Hefner, top of the key. Hefner right side to England. England top of the key to Caps. Sutton now over the left side to Verhines. Verhines to Caps. Caps loses it. Verhines has it. Back to Caps by the volleyball line. 4.5 to go in the quarter. Caps to Hefner on the left wing. Conaway has to come out. Hefner gives it to England right side. Couple of dribbles. Caps around the screen. Caps shot short. Rebound to the floor with Walker. Here comes Weber. Another opportunity to cut into the lead. Walker to the right wing. Wolf launch a three-pointer. It's up and in. Shelby Walker has 5 points in a quarter, and Eric Helbig is not happy with the defense, Chris.
Well, the defense is porous, and then the shot selection, while it has been good, they're just ice cold from the floor. They are 1 of 5 to start, shooting just 20% from the floor here in the second half of the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. Conversely, Weber may be missing some, but they've been able to get a couple of offensive team rebounds to keep it going. Their defensive boards have been up, and they've been able to create their own opportunities, which is going to be crucial to get back in this game.
Going to be crucial. Speaking of crucial, if you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank's at home at Dix, Ina, Mount Vernon, and Woodlawn. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Few scores coming in at a 3. Sierra Gordo leads Hume Shiloh. Yeah, Sierra Gordo, that too. Leads Hume Shiloh 50-28. As the Broncos have that 22-point lead at the end of 3 quarters.
Was that Little Okaw Valley Conference Tournament?
I believe that's what it is, the Little Okaw Valley. So that's an important win going on.
Good friend of ours from Cerro Gordo.
Yes. Friend of the show, Saturday Sports Show.
WMIX broadcaster and Monday Rams basketball coach.
Also, yeah. Lots of people from that neck of the woods down in Southern Illinois now.
That's true.
Jeremy Klotzfelder from Benton, their football coach is from that neck of the woods as well. Remember, we'll pick Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital, it's what healthcare should be. And that scoreboard update was brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, dedicating helping you get the right coverage and discounts you deserve. Give Scott Owens a call, 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there. England was trying to be there, goes in for a layup. Her shot's blocked. Then she gets a second chance. She puts it up again. Her shot was blocked, but there was contact on that shot block, and that'll be a foul on Weber Township's number 5, Sarah Gonaway, her second, team's second, and that'll send England the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw's up and in. England in the double digits now with 10. Gervin out, and Catherine Shadowins is in. Shadowins is in now for Gervin, as Gervin has 3 fouls. England misses the second one. She gets 1 out of 2. Rebounded by Marlowe, who gets it to Walker. 3:42 to go in the first of the third quarter. Woodlawn leads 42-26. Marlowe to Walker, right side to Shadowins. Shadowins has it tipped away. Ball tipped in the lane. Hefner has it to Sutton. Leo come up into the front court on the dribble. Will pull up and run the offense now as Weber picks up man-to-man. All 5 now guarding 5. They played a triangle 2 earlier in this game. Hefner to Verhines on the left wing to Capps, top of the key. Capps goes left side to Sutton. Sutton on the dribble, right side, right block, layup good. What a nice move by Sutton. And Chris, can you believe this? That's her first 2 points of the game.
I noticed that earlier when I was going over the individual scoring and the halftime stats. I was very, very surprised by it.
That ball is tipped out in the way off of Weber Township. Woodlawn press, and Walker tried to throw it to Marlowe, and Marlowe couldn't come up with it. And then foreshadowing for Weber Township.
Turnover-itis has really come back here in the second half for Weber. They were able to keep it. Basically had better control of the basketball there towards the end of the first half, beginning of this one. They're just coughing it up a little bit more.
Sutton between the circles, left side to Capps, to Verhines in the left corner against the man-to-man. Verhines on the dribble, right side, right lane. Now to Hefner on the right wing to England. England dribbles one time to the right elbow to Sutton. Now to Capps on the left wing. Long three-pointer is going to be off the mark. And a battle forward, and Riley comes up with it for Weber. Riley gets it to Gervin. Up in the front court to Walker on the right wing. Walker to the right wing. She'll pull up jumper short. Hits the floor, rebounded by Hefner. Gets it to Sutton. Lee up to England behind the defense. England will score. Nice job by the Lady Cardinals to attack on the Weber defense, not getting back. It's 46-26. Woodlawn presses. They're going to try to put the knockout punch here on Weber right now with 2 to go in the third. Marlowe up to Gervin, into the front court to Gonaway. Gonaway one-on-one with Hefner, and that'll be a charge on Gonaway. That'll be her third.
I am surprised by that, just because Hefner, when she was going up for the reaction, stuck her arms out like that. And I thought that was going to be blocked all the way, but decent break for the Cardinals.
Wow.
I was surprised by that, because instead of the body going backward to try to absorb the contact and take the charge, the body went forward in a blocking motion even. So, it is what it is.
You described it eloquently there, and you and I are in the same boat of agreement, but we're not having a whistle. England down the right side to Verhines on the right wing to Capps in the right corner. She holds, guarded by Walker, to Sutton. Guarded by Marlowe. Sutton tries to get around Marlowe and does on a jump stop up. No good in a foul. Boy, what a one-on-one move there by Sutton. Left Marlowe back behind her. And that'll be the fourth team foul, and the first on Marlowe. Sutton will go line and shoot 2. 46-26 Woodlawn leads. Speaking of leading, your community, your choice, your bank, with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Sutton makes the first. She'll get 1 more.
Sutton, if there's something that Weber probably would need to do in an instance like this where the other team only had 6, let's try to work it down low and force some fouls.
Sutton makes the second. She's got 4.
Sutton did not have a good look coming on the baseline. She just created an opportunity at the free throw line.
A Weber team that looks very good at the MTC, lost in the consolation final to Noble Clay City Co-op. Weber quickly down the floor. Cash on the shot, no good in the foul. What a great job by Weber Township. Got the ball down the floor, 3 passes, and drew a contact foul. Cash was trying to lay it in, and England didn't rotate back fast enough to pick up her first, team's second of the half. Nice play by Weber Township. Cash free throw up and in. Courtney Cash off the bench with 5, and it's 48-27 with 1:28 to go in the third. She'll get one more. Shot is up and rattles in and out, and that goes to Sutton on the rebound. Leah will come up the right side with 1:20 to go. Sutton pulls up at that right wing and reverses her dribble back to between the circles. Guarded by Marlowe. Sutton throws left side to Hefner. Hefner to a cutting England. Down the lane, Allison goes. Her shot no good. Gervin did a great job defensively as Marlowe gets the rebound. What a job by Courtney Gervin to stop that penetration. In between the circles in the front court, Walker goes right side to Marlowe. Marlowe skip past left side of Gervin, drives the lane. Gervin around, bodies up, shot short, gets an on rebound, shot no good. Hits the floor. Gonaway has it. Her shot is no good. And Gonaway go line and shoot 2. Good work by the Lady Trojans on the board.
Good work to get the offensive rebounds and to stick with it. Now get a 4th chance coming at the free throw line.
Luking's going to check into the ball game. Yeah. Gonaway makes the first free throw.
Of course, Gervin did a good job off.
Either way.
She did a good job off of the dribble, trying to come around and get herself established in the lane to get a shot. She didn't make it at first, but got her own offensive board. And I really thought she was going to be able to get that one off the window. Just threw it up a little hard, but still, it's not all for naught as Miss Gonaway is at the line.
Gervin is a good player. Having watched her this season and last year, she plays volleyball too. Very smart player. Gonaway missed that free throw, but Gervin impresses me with her knowledge of where to put herself on the floor as far as making it best for her and her teammates. Very headsy player. Off the missed free throw, Woodlawn will have the basketball. 48 seconds to go in the third. Sutton across the timeline on the dribble. Right wing pass to Caps, guarded by Walker. Caps off the screen, down the lane she goes, running one-hander, tickles over the front of the iron, falls off. Rebound England off the glass and in. England scores. She has 5 in the quarter and 14 in the game. 50-27. Gervin across the timeline, tipped out of bounds. Gervin dribbled it and it went out of bounds. Good play by Caps. 27 seconds to go, and Woodlawn will have the final possession here in the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, for being a big physical player, and in terms of physical presence in the women's game, Gervin does a great job handling the basketball.
Yeah. Now Caps comes down the lane, fall away 10-footer, tickles over the iron and scores. 5 in the quarter, 23 in the game for Caps. 55-27. Weber struggling with the pressure. Marlowe gets it to Walker with 8 seconds or so in backcourt. Walker to Gervin at the timeline with 6. Gervin now sees she's got to go. Gervin is fouled by England. Oh, what a bad foul. England gets her third, team's 4th, and with 2.3 seconds, Weber has an opportunity to score here. By my count, they will also get the ball to start the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Marlowe to Walker with 1 over to Gervin. She's going to shoot a 3, doesn't get it off, but it goes in.
She got it off. Count it.
Gervin scores the 3, much to the chagrin of some of the Woodlawn faithful, including Eric Helbig, but we're in the 3 quarters. Woodlawn 52, Weber Township 30. Back for the fourth quarter here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Don't miss the final days of the huge winter cleanup sale and Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Get 80% off Christmas and winter decor, 30 to 60% off clearance items, and 10 to 15% off everything else, including your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Broyhill, Lane, Sealy Bedding, the Paula Deen Collection, and loads of home decor, wall decor, ceramics, clocks, mirrors, and more. It's the huge winter cleanup at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Woodlawn High School, 3 quarters in the book in this Jefferson County Basketball Showcase game of high school girls basketball. So Woodlawn Lady Cardinals 52, Weber Township 30. I'm Denny Czerwinski alongside with Chris Hugo. When we begin the fourth quarter, very quickly here from Sides Gymnasium on the campus of Woodlawn High School. Marlowe to Riley in the corner for Weber. Riley, top of the key pass, Walker against the zone. 2-3. They try to throw it into Gonaway, slips through players. Gonaway to Riley, right block, hits the front of the iron, goes out of bounds, and it should be Woodlawn basketball. Yeah. Weber player jumped over the top of a Woodlawn defender and tipped it out, and then that was a good call by the official. Speaking of a good call, familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bree at Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon, and welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. England will launch a 16-footer. It's no good. Marlowe tracks the rebound down the left corner to Gervin. Gervin goes quickly. Weber trails by 22. Gervin by the volleyball line picks up a dribble right side to Marlowe. Marlowe back to Gervin, top the key. He'll throw inside to Walker. Walker at the right block, spins it back out to Gervin, top the key. Splits the defenders down the lane. Shot over Sutton, blocked by Sutton. Rebounded by Marlowe, stolen away by Capps. And Capps will fly up the floor with the Lady Cardinals. Crosses over to the free throw line. Left side to Sutton, back to Capps. 6:58 to go in the game. Woodlawn leads 52-30. Looking, they got Sutton in the left corner. Sutton holds from Verheyen. Now dribbles to the left wing, back to Kinsey in the left corner. Verheyen to cutting Capps down the lane. She goes up and in. Like the Capps with 25. And it's been an easy 25 in this one. Woodlawn pressuring. Gervin to Walker. Walker comes up the right side, and Capps is going to get the bump foul. Capps picks up her first, team's fifth in the quarter. 54-30, Woodlawn leads by 24 with 6.5 to go in the game. Marlowe will trigger in front of her own bench for Weber to Gervin between the circles. Gervin to Walker now on the handoff. Walker throws it right side to Marlowe. Skip pass across to Gervin. Gervin goes baseline, shot no good. Ball to the floor, hands everywhere, balls and body on the floor. Hands to timeout Weber. Marlowe got in there and got the rebound, went to the floor. Travis Pinkston got the timeout. Good heads-up play by Coach Pinkston.
Guarantee you that on the playground in junior high, she's probably pretty good at keep away.
Yeah. Couple girls out here, hard-nosed players, that's for sure. With 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dixon, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Chris, another busy week here on WMIX. I believe we have 5 more games this week over the next 6 days.
Well, tomorrow night, of course, on the AM, we have the Mount Vernon Lady Rams and the Highland Lady Bulldogs. There's video online at MyWindorsRadio.com. I believe you are at Waltonville for Christopher Waltonville, non-conference action.
Mike Richardson and I will be there.
Wednesday night, we're off. Thursday night, of course, we have Mount Vernon Lady Rams basketball against Althoff at home, and then we're back at Shack Mountain for 2 straight nights after that with Mount Vernon Rams.
Weber inbounded to Gervin. Gervin on the left block went up, blocked by Verheyen's out of bounds. Scoreboard update from the LOVC tournament. It is Sarah Gordo 65, Hugh Shiloh 48. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Dedicated to help you get the right coverage and discounts you deserve. Just got a call 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there. Woodlawn has the basketball. On the right side is England. Dribbles to Sutton out top of the key. Sutton will throw left wing to Kinsey Verheyen. Verheyen's with it. Over to England. England on the left wing. England to the top of the key. Throws it left side to Verheyen. Verheyen's on the left wing to Luking. Into Capps. Off her face. She corrals it in the left corner. Shaking the cobwebs out over there in the corner is Alexa Capps. Verheyen's down the right side, running layup off the glass, no good. Battle in there, gone away. We got a foul. It's going to be on Woodlawn. That foul is going to be on Allison England. That'll be her 4th. Team 6. 5:25 to go in the game. Woodlawn leads 54-30. Hefner in for England because England got 4 fouls. Weber to inbound the basketball. Gervin has it. Gervin over to Marlowe. Marlowe will throw it up the left side to Gonaway. Right block pass Riley. Her 15-footer, no good. Gonaway on the rebound, no good but a foul. Sarah Gonaway working hard. Will go line and shoot, too. That foul. The 7th on Woodlawn goes on number 13, Alyssa Hefner. That'll be her 3rd. And Gonaway played very well at the MCC tournament over at Tiffany when we did a bunch of the games over there. Has 8 points tonight. Free throw up and in by Gonaway. She has 9, 54-31. With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Full timeout on the floor by Woodlawn. They'll discuss things over. And Chris, as you mentioned, big games, lots of games for us. Caps goes out the door. She's getting some extra air, or she's spitting stuff out. Probably got hit in the mouth.
Rinse.
Yeah, little rinse. Spit and rinse. Yep. Down there in the corner, we got the door open.
Use that cold water to help clot.
Yeah.
We'll be done with it.
Thank you, Dr. Hugo.
It's all good.
That part of the program brought to you by.
I really wanted to be a doctor, but not in terms of going to medical school. I just want to make people have to call me doctor. And I realize that's kind of pretentious, so I decided not to do that.
Oh, my. You're on a limb on your own. Explanation later. Remember, you can follow us on Facebook, WMIX Sports, for all kinds of information on schedules, scores, and stats and updated stuff going on around the area in the high school sports.
You know, though, not really on my own limb, because I'm the type of guy that comes across as pretentious anyway, so I don't need any help. That's how people would take it.
Duly noted with that. Next time discussions come about, I'm going to bring that. I'm going to use that in the arsenal.
It's just the way I go about my verbiage.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
All the things you learn, all the schema I'm gaining here this evening. Second free throw from Gonaway after timeout. Trickles around the iron, and the iron pulls it into the circle. 54-32, Woodlawn with 5:14 to go in the game.
I'm not saying it's pretentious to have yourself referred to as doctor. I just mean if I were to do it, it would be.
Okay. Follow us on Twitter to finish up what I started, at 94 Sports. Caps between the circles, throws it right side to Sutton. Sutton to the left side. To Hefner, top of the key, throws it right side to Caps. Caps inside. Sutton off the block, shot short. Great defense that time by Marlowe. And we're going to have a jump ball on the ball. Will remain with the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals. Remember to stay tuned for the Setzer Auto Body post-game show scoring and stats from this one. And we'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game as well. Hefner throws it in. To Sutton on the right block. Foul. Sutton will go line and shoot too. Travis Pinkston had the defense. Defense reached in. That foul is on Walker. That'll be her fourth. Hey, you got that charger over there?
Yeah, you need it now?
Are you pulled up?
Close enough.
Okay.
There you go.
I got it.
Mine will live.
Okay. Mine won't. Time I get some phone calls made on the way home. Sutton misses the shot. No good. Rebound Gervin. Gervin will bring it across the timeline. 4:35 to go in the game. Gervin down the lane. She goes. Shot. No good. She traveled the basketball. My phone's a little low on juice. Been tweeting and posting on Facebook. And Woodlawn has the basketball on the turnover.
At 94 Sports and Facebook.com/WMIX Sports, respectively.
Yes, filling them up both as we sit. Caps to Luking, top of the key, over in the left corner to Hefner. Hefner will go to Verhines, top of the key. Verhines to Sutton. Sutton on the right side to Hefner, top of the key, over to Caps. Caps behind the right wing. Top of the key to Verhines. Verhines with it to Sutton on the right wing. She thought about a three. Won't take it. 4 to go in the game. Woodlawn up 54-32. Kinsey will dribble one time to the right, now to Caps, to left elbow, to Sutton on the left wing, to Verhines in the corner. Verhines will shoot a 16-footer at the front of the iron. Caps gets the rebound, gets it back to Verhines in that left corner, same spot she shot from. Verhines to a cutting Sutton down the lane. Leah missed the layup, rebounded by Walker. Lady Trojans run the other way, here they come. Right side Walker. Goes right baseline around Verhines. Throws it back to Marlowe, but Marlowe couldn't corral it. And go out of bounds. It'll go to Woodlawn. 3:33 left in this one. Woodlawn leads Weber 54-32. Cash in for Walker for the Lady Trojans. Verhines will inbound to Sutton. Sutton will walk it up, now jog it up into the front court. Sutton between the circles, throws the right side to Caps. Caps points, now throws the top of the key to Luking. Luking will hold, now throw it to Verhines. Verhines will have it to Caps in the right corner, guarded by Riley. Caps to Hefner, guarded by Caps to Sutton, guarded by Marlowe. Sutton to Luking in the left corner to Verhines. Verhines holds, now throws to Caps. Woodlawn breaking tonight with a win will break the 500 mark, go to 11-10. 3-1 in the Midland Trail. Verhines, left corner Caps. Caps with it off the screen to Sutton. Sutton holds with 2:50 to go. Woodlawn taking their time here on this one. Flexing it out, as they say. Verhines to Luking. Luking to Caps. Caps will penetrate down the lane around Gervin, around Riley. Glass good. Caps with the kiss. 27 for the junior. 56-32. Woodlawn by 24. 2.5 to go in the ball game. Gervin across the timeline. Dribbles right side. Picks up her dribble. Leaves it out behind her for Cash. Cash thought about shooting it. Now passes to Gervin, top of the key. Gervin throws it left side to Marlowe. Marlowe with it. Shot up. No good. Hit to the floor. Verhines with it. Verhines up to Caps. Caps down the lane. She goes. Up. Underhand layup. No good. Rebound Gervin. Gervin up to Gonaway. Gonaway chases it down towards her rim. Loses the dribble. Goes to the floor. Kicks it out to Riley. Left corner. Her shot from 10. Good and a foul. Caps fouled Riley on the shot. It goes in, and Riley, who has 5 in the game, has a chance for 6 if she can make the free throw. 2:02 to go in the game, Chris. Not maybe the way you drawed up, but Weber was able to get back and get a basket.
Hey, he'll take it where he can get it.
Shot up by Riley is good. She has 6, and it's 56-35. Woodlawn with 2 minutes to go in the game. Remember to stay tuned for the Seth Auto post-game show. We'll have scoring and stats from this one, and also pick the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Sutton to Caps on the right side to Luking, top of the key, to England. England now to Verhines, top of the key. Verhines over to Caps. Caps to Sutton, down the lane. Sutton goes. Shot blocked by Marlowe. Rebound gone away to Gervin. Courtney will bring it up, throw it into the front court to Riley. Off her hand, stolen away by Caps. Caps runs up the right side, 1.5 to go in the ball game. Caps pulls up on the right wing. Caps comes on the dribble, throws it left side to Sutton. Sutton will dribble, now throw it top of the key to Verhines. Verhines now over to Luking, now to Sutton in the left corner. England flash, couldn't get the ball to her. Sutton works on Gervin and gone away, has to pick up a dribble at the left block. Now top of the key pass to Caps. Caps will dribble once and throw Sutton on the left side as Weber Township still in their man-to-man. 1 minute to go in the game. Verhines to Caps. Caps to Sutton on the left wing. Woodlawn running a lot of time here. Up 56-35. Sutton dribbles to the right, now comes back to the left, top of the key. Throws it to Luking on the right wing, to Caps on the right wing. Back to England between the circles out by the volleyball line. 44 seconds to go. England to Sutton. She'll dribble and take it all the way out by the timeline. Gervin comes out and picks her up. Sutton to Caps on the left wing, guarded by Riley. Caps gets it to Verhines with 30 seconds. Sutton on the right wing. Her three is on the way. Long off the mark. Gets around, goes to the floor. Marlowe to Gervin for Weber. Gervin up to Riley. Riley's going to go one-on-one with Caps. Riley to the rim. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Gonaway. She puts it up. No good. Gonaway has a rebound. Tipped away Verhines. She recovers in the corner. Throws it into England with 13 seconds. England loses it out of bounds across the way, and it'll be Weber Township basketball. Shadowin comes in for Riley. Woodlawn will go to 11-10 on the year, 3-1 in the Midland Trail. Weber will drop to 6-16 overall and 2-3 in the Midland Trail Conference. Shadowin's off the inbound, thought about the three, couldn't get one off. Cash over to Gervin on the right baseline with 5. Spins at the block, shot good. Gervin picks up her 9th point as time expires. Final score tonight, Woodlawn 56, Weber Township 37. We'll take a break and come back with the Cessna Auto Body postgame show here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Are you looking for real value in a compact pickup truck? Listen to this deal. Receive up to $5,000 rebate on select 2011 Ford Rangers right now at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. That is a lot of customer cash that can create a low monthly payment or just a plain low-price pickup. Choose from regular cab, super cab, two-wheel or four-wheel drive, XL or XLT trims. We are fortunate at Ford Square to have the inventory level that we have today on the 2011 Ford Ranger. Also, the gas mileage is good too on the Ranger to make this choice a great buy. Come into Ford Square today and test drive a 2011 Ford Ranger and experience a quality compact truck at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where the best never rests.
Has your bank recently stopped offering free checking? Don't get burned by all the fees. Switch to People's National Bank today. People's National Bank's free checking includes a free Visa check card, free bill pay, and free online banking, as well as unlimited check writing. People's National Bank, proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
Hey, moms and dads, don't stay up at night trying to figure out how to pay for your kids' education. There's no need to worry. I send my kids to Rend Lake College. RLC offers the same high-quality education as a four-year school at a fraction of the cost. Plus, they get to stay close to home. Tuition, room, and board are like $19,000 every year at the 4 years, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. At RLC, tuition, books, and supplies are only approximately $4,000. That's Math 101. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, they have the exact courses your kids need to be well on their way to a great career. Give your college-bound child the quality education they deserve without breaking the bank. Rend Lake College is the right choice. Whether your student plans to transfer to a university or train for direct entry into the workforce, call RLC at 437-5321 to speak to a counselor. I actually logged on to rlc.edu. That's rlc.edu.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Final score here tonight, Woodlawn beats Weber Township 56-37 in high school girls basketball here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. This is the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. They're pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means Sesser Auto Body can get your vehicle back on the road faster. Next time you have a collision, see the Collision Pros at Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. Denny Czerwinski and Chris Hugo alongside. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with the stats and scoring of this one on the Sesser Auto Body postgame show on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Don't miss the final days of the huge winter cleanup sale at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn. Get 80% off Christmas and winter decor, 30 to 60% off clearance items, and 10 to 15% off everything else, including your favorite furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Broyhill, Lane, Sealy Bedding, the Paula Deen Collection, and loads of home decor, wall decor, ceramics, clocks, mirrors, and more. It's the huge winter cleanup at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
When you want the best, think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's Good Samaritans Centralia campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital. Streaming worldwide on MyWithersRadio.com. This is 94.1 FM WMIX, Mount Vernon, Marion, Effingham, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Sesser Auto Body. I remind you, sometimes things happen in an automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Sesser Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. They're your sponsor on the postgame show on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase as the Woodlawn Lady Cardinals win tonight over Weber Township 56-37. And I'll turn it over to Chris Hugo right now for the scoring and stats of this contest.
First, for a look at the unofficial stats for the Lady Trojans in the second half. They were 5 of 21 inside, 12 of 34 for the game for 35%. They were 2 of 4 from the outside for the game for 50%, making them unofficially 14 of 38 for 37%. Lady Cardinals were 16 of 44 from two-point range for 36%. They were 4 of 11 from three-point land for 36%. And you guessed it, they were 20 of 55 for 36% from the floor. Free throw line, Weber was 7 of 13 for 54%, while Woodlawn was 11 of 17 for 65%. Weber really picked up the rebounds there in the second half, out-rebounding Woodlawn 21-9. They finished with 28 rebounds, 20 of those being defensive, 8 of those were on the offensive glass. While Woodlawn had those 22 rebounds, 8 of those were offensive, and 14 of those were defensive. However, turnover disadvantage does belong to Weber Township, 21-5. As we take a look now at your individual scores, Weber was paced by Sarah Gonaway with 10, 9 from Courtney Gervin, 6 from Heather Riley, 5 apiece from Courtney Cash and Shelby Walker, and 2 from Erica Marlowe to give them 37 points. The Lady Cardinals were led by Alexa Capps' game-high 27, also in double digits was Allison England at 14, 6 from Kinsey Verheim, 4 from Leah Sutton, 3 from Elisa Hefner, and 2 from Cassandra Luking, and everybody got in the book tonight for the Lady Cardinals, who win this one 59-37.
Cardinals do win by that final score. And we need to step out for a break. When we come back, it will be time for us to pick the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Whether you're an Integra customer needing a new home or just tired of the constant changes associated with big corporate banking, you do have a choice. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins with Community First Bank. We built our business around one goal, your needs. With 5 locations and a team of your friends and neighbors to support you, your banking solutions are handled right here at home. And to make your move easy, we have new account specials and personal bankers ready to help.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Cyrus Gymnasium, Woodlawn High School. The Woodlawn Lady Cardinals win tonight 56-37 over Weber Township. Kenny Czerwinski with Chris Hugo alongside on the Cesar Auto Body postgame show. Cesar Auto Body reminds you to drive safe on the way home from tonight's game. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Cesar Auto Body. To get back on the road faster, Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. We're at that point of the show where we need to pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game, Chris, and that person would be...
The gift goes to Alexa Capps, 27 points. Game changer here tonight for the Lady Cardinals in their victory over the Lady Trojans. However, I think if the Lady Trojans were able to win this one with the points they had and keep Woodlawn a little bit more at bay, then you'd have to take a serious look at Sarah Gonaway as well with her 9 points. But played great defensively, played great offensively, and had a good game as an honorable mention for our Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game.
Alexa Capps, your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Crossroads Community Hospital for in the hospitals what healthcare should be. We're going to wrap it up here tonight from Cyrus Gymnasium at Woodlawn. For Avery Barton back in the studio for Chris Hugo and Denny Czerwinski. Final score, Woodlawn 56, Weber Township 37. Thank you for listening, and good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Cesar Auto Body, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn, Ren Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, follow us on Twitter at 94sports or like WMIX Sports on Facebook. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX.